Hello guys, my name is Kaimanakane and today I'm going to be giving you a book review on what was the Holocaust. I'm pretty sure that's how to pronounce it, but please don't be mean to me if I pronounce it wrong. But anyway, so if you don't know who Adolf Hitler was, he was basically the main enemy of the United States in World War II and also some other countries. But well, he held like this administration called the Nazis, Nazis. And for those of you who don't know what the Nazis are, well, they're like the administration of Hitler's only job in World War II to like try and take over all of Europe. And for some reason, Hitler thought that Jewish people were bad and German people were good, and I'm like, so you're coming out of the blue, having no explanation of why Jewish people are bad, and you're putting them in what is called the Holocaust. The Holocaust is basically like a kind of jail that was in World War II, and basically they kill Jewish people because I don't know why. Adolf Hitler, he just hated Jewish people, and I really hate him for that, and I'm really glad he died. But so Adolf Hitler had some sneaky tricks up his sleeve on how to get Jewish people completely oblivious about the war, able to kill them, or they've already captured them. And one of his sneaky tricks were it's called the train trick. It's not exactly called that, but it's where Adolf he imprisons people and tells them to get on the train. And they get on the train and 3 days without food, and then they arrive at the Holocaust. So, and he also has another trick of it's about a shower, but I'll tell you about it at the end of the book review. So only a certain amount of Jewish people could be in class at school, which was crazy because, I mean, they're children, and Adolf Hitler, well, he didn't want to kill the Jewish children. He wanted to torture them when they were older. When Adolf Hitler actually thought when he'd be creating a whole new world under his reign, the end of World War II. I'm glad they killed him. But so only a certain amount of Jewish people in the class, which was a very low number because Adolf Hitler, well, he was on the path to controlling almost the whole continent, Europe. And although Europe is a small continent, it's still a lot of land to conquer. But that's one of Adolf Hitler's feats, and I'm not really too happy about it. But I'm glad the World War ended. So you always had to speak German, and it's basically like taking away the Jewish religion because you only had to speak German in class. And basically, the teacher was unrighted too, but the teacher's family was poor, and they wanted money. But every once in a while, a Nazi soldier would come in the classroom, check if anyone's doing something, if they're trying to escape school, they're trying to escape the whole country, flee to North America or something. Well, they check in. But when the Nazi soldier left, they spoke fluent Jewish because they didn't want to speak German. It was taking away their own religion. So it was just a really bad time. And they also had to say Hail Hitler, when it's basically like the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's the Pledge of Hitler at that time. So people, they had to respect German soldiers, and as you can see, these people, they are not having a really good time. But Hitler didn't talk a lot about the Holocaust. It was like, what was World War II? I think that would have been a better title. But it does talk some about the Holocaust, on how they tortured the Jewish people, which is really, really brutal. And I'm surprised that the publisher of this book thought you could maybe just make it a kind of more kid. But it's just crazy about how much torture they had to go through. And there were just abandoned cities left and right, and there were American soldiers because America, well, we were the Axis, I believe. I don't know if I got it mixed up. And I think it was the Allies. So the United States and some other countries were the Allies, which were basically like the good people, and the Axis was Germany and some other stuff. But they just well, American soldiers were going through every city trying to evacuate as much Jewish people as they could, but they couldn't. Like, a bunch of the cities were abandoned, and like the school I was talking about, that was in like one of the most nicest places at that time. So well, you're probably wondering why they have like this yellow six-sided like star on their like prison suits. And that's actually like a sign that Jewish people have to put on their thing. And well, I don't know what it's called, but you could search it up. Maybe they included it in this book. I don't remember. I can't remember every single word that's in this book, so please don't shame on me. But I mean, I try really hard to do the book reviews for you guys, and I really hope you like it. And well, this is not the end of the book review, but I mean, once American soldiers, well, they brought some Jewish people like 10 at a time, 10 to like 30 at a time, which is like the maximum people they could track without German soldiers actually noticing them, because 30 people is a lot of people, maybe enough to fill this whole room with no space left. But well, they crept in the shadows, so not a lot of German soldiers could find them, and then they flee to either what was like a helicopter, like some ships that could go really fast. I mean, it talked a lot about this, but it also talked about what happened in the Holocaust. But the Holocaust, well, they barely fed the Jewish people just enough to make them stay alive, and barely any drops of water. Like, they're on the very line of death, keeping their balance not to fall over the cliff. But I mean, it was just a really hard time. And now I'm going to teach you about how Adolf Hitler tricked some strong Jewish people after a hard day of work. And this is called the shower trick. So Adolf Hitler, well, after a hard, long day of labor, which is also what they did in the Holocaust, Adolf Hitler was like, you guys worked hard today, and you guys should take a shower. But, like, if I were one of them, it's like, you're the leader of you're basically the leader of Europe, leading one of the most evilest groups in American history. Not even American history, like the whole entire world, because it was World War II. And it's like, you're telling us to take a shower? That just seemed way too suspicious. But actually, after a few minutes of people testing to see if the water worked, it didn't work. And then suddenly, through the like shower openings, not the shower openings, like, I'm blanking on the name, but like, no, the shower head, like, you know, the holes that water comes out of, like when you're regularly taking a shower, that's where poison gas came out of. And Adolf Hitler hit that trick like 5 times per day. So that's like 50 people dying, and it was just a really bad time. But it included a lot of stuff about the Holocaust. But that's all I included in this book review. So I hope you liked it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and comment if you have any questions. I'll try and find the answers in this book. Otherwise, see ya.